Hello, we will continue with the next set of the CPO English paper. This time, let us try to solve the question in the quickest way possible. Let us see how much time we can save and in how many minutes can we complete this question. So let us practice our time management with this question. So question 1, select the most appropriate antonym, opposite of quaint. Quaint is something which is very attractive, first of all, and something which is old-fashioned. So, to building style, akisagdan ka aluy me very attractive. So distinct, which is easily identifiable. Brisk, short but not very long. Ridiculous, worthy of ridicule. So if it is something attractive, it cannot be described as ordinary. So opposite of quaint is ordinary. So quaint is usually a style that is very old-fashioned, very attractive, very unusual, different from others. Unusual. Tildang to hello, very quaint, very stylish. 2. Let's see. Ratul's capability of being able to speak 2 languages. So a person who can speak 2 languages. 2 is bi. So lingual, bilingual. Bi is 2. Bicultural, following 2 cultures or belonging to 2 cultures. Bidialectical. So dialect is also a part of language, but language, this is 2 languages, not 2 dialects. So language is bilingual. B. 3. One who does not express himself freely. A person who is not free. That means a person who is shy, a person who keeps to himself or herself. Midang tokiho beglo. So that means that person will not be approachable or he will not be outgoing. Outgoing is an extrovert. Immodest, modest, appropriate king I name, ahun ball. Immodesty, so not appropriately dressed or not appropriate behavior. So it should be introvert. Option C. The sumo wrestlers seem to be incapable in. So capable, as we know, this word will take the preposition to. Not to. Of. Capable of, that means incapable will also take the same preposition. I am capable of, I'm incapable of. And this of, these are prepositions. So prepositions are followed by 3 things. Number 1 is they are followed by nouns, they are followed by pronouns, or they are followed by gerunds. So gerunds is the ing form of verb. So here, first of all, capable in, hello, this should be capable of. Here, by, from, to. So it should be of and then followed by gerund, ing, being. Incapable of being tired. 5. Not a word didn't they speak. Not a word didn't they speak. Not negative, didn't the negative, double negative. So it should be not a word didn't they speak to the others about the sad turn of events. Had they speak. So had is followed by V3, which will be spoken. Do they speak or did they speak? Here also it says didn't they speak, so we'll select option B, did they speak. The veteran footballer was expected for reach, so it should be expected to reach here. Expected by, expected of, expected on, so expected to reach. 7. Mr. Patel is likely to win the elections in the sweeping majority. He won a small margin. Margin so he won a small margin. Margin so the correct term will be he won by. So Mr. Patel is likely to win the election in the sweeping majority. The majority margin to give so on, at, off, this should be elections by a sweeping majority. 8. Select the sentence that has the correct use of words. So let's say a professional, spelling wrong. B, the professional, correct. Athlete push her body to the limit, surpassing all expectations and achieving a new personal record. C, the professional should be the professional athlete push her body to the limit, surpassing all expectations and achieving spelling wrong. So it should be B, which is correct. 9. When our principal said she was leaving the company, I played at the opportunity to fill the job. To fill the job. Ka principal knowing hiding kay ti can silhat ka bole to fill the job. That means I took the opportunity. So I ran to the opportunity. I glided to fly. Opportunity aliang lot. I started at the opportunity should be I jumped at the opportunity. I took advantage of the opportunity. 10. Grammar. There are 4 tributaries of Ganga. Ganga. So, names of rivers, seas and oceans. Names of rivers, seas and oceans. And oceans. So we always use article the before names of rivers, seas, and ocean. Then like Ganga is not a person. There are 4 tributaries. Ganga alud na tuili na supply, and is ranked as the 5th most polluted river. So Ganga is a river, so we have to put the tributaries of the Ganga. So option A. 11. A mythological animal with 1 horn on its forehead. That means obviously this will be a unicorn. 12. Pitiable. Pity, lucitum. So pitiable, a person who is in a difficult situation, a person who deserves pity. So opposite of pitiable. Aggregate. Aggregate is when you collect something. Eradicate is when you remove or when you kill. Grievous. So this is something which is full of hatred or disdain. Grievous. Grief. Mistake. Hateful. Mudaum. So pitiable. Opposite of pitiable. So pitiable. Lungsetum din munaum. So opposite will be pleasant. Munpaum. 13. Language. Languish bangila. Arsenal are languishing at the bottom. Languish iti pala unable to move upwards. Mun katatang din. Stuck. Especially in a very low situation. So languid also means a person, it can describe a person who is unwilling to do physical work. Unwilling or incapable. Unwilling to do or to perform any kind of physical task. Amun bangma siampelo. So lazy will be the synonym. This is the correct synonym of languid. What is the opposite of languid? Loyal, energetic, a person who is full of energy. Thanom. 14. One word for madness or obsession with males. Pasal ho males lampang himim to obsessed lover. Loquacious is somebody who is very talkative, so this has nothing to do with obsession with males. Polygamy, a person with more than one husband or more than one wife. Let's say more than one spouse. Zihim pasalim khatsanga ni so tamzo ni. Android. An android is like a robot that looks like a person. Man lampang ito. So android ipal so man. So andromania, this last part, mania means obsession. Obsession, mania, obsess, miss iti phala hate, or for example, negative word it so miss iti phala. Ton misogynist iti le, a person who hates women. Numay mo daw ako misogynist. The andro here also andrist, andrist. So this one is talking about the male or the masculine gender. So misandrist means a person who hates. So mis is usually used with negative, used for something negative, like misappropriate, misfortune. So this is a person who hates males. So obsession hi phale mania, which is andromania. 15. The road is too busy for elderly people that they cannot cross safely. The adverb question ito. Adverbs of degree. The road is too, T-O-O, too, iti phale more than normal. Hapya busy taloval, too. So when we use to, this should be followed by an infinitive, to plus verb in Sweden. For example, he is too too naive, too new or too innocent to win the election zoding also innocent taloval hele thak tolon lalai, too naive to win. It is too noisy to it is too noisy, or let's say the room is too noisy, the room is too noisy to read properly them. It is too noisy here to read, or it is too let's cut this part. Also, one more example. She is too biased. Fair low. She is too biased to be a good judge. Judge khat hidinga kha mi de sak nei talo, too biased to be. So to is usually used with to plus verb. Det kimang lo de. When do we use that? So is followed by that. He is so strong that it was so hot that it is too hot to go outside. It was so hot that we cannot go outside. So too hot that kimang khom lo de tani. This part is underlined. That means this part is correct. So we have to look at the what will be used with to. To hito bang kimang dit the to plus verb. The road is too busy for the elderly people. That to cross. To plus verb. So option B. 16. I have been living without a lot of money since I lost my job. Living hand to mouth. This means someone who is very poor. Keeping my chin up. Being very positive or cheerful. Positive or cheerful even in difficult circumstances. That is keeping chin up. As genuine as a $3 bill. $3 bill. So genuine as a $3 bill means something which is fake. Receiving a kickback means receiving a bribe. So it should be living hand to mouth. Very poor. 17. Today, a man who betrayed his own country in exchange for money was the topic of every news report. Who betrayed his own country will be a traitor. The core part of artificial intelligence is knowledge engineering, machine learning, machine perception, and robotics. Let's just select the appropriate option with correct uses of the preposition. The core part of artificial intelligence. The core part of artificial intelligence is the subject verb is singular verb. What is knowledge learning iti phale ja of masanga ki mangpen the core part je a subject echo. So of ha subject masanga ki mangsek of. So option A, the core part with hello de. B, the core part on. C, D, the core part from hello. So here subject to verb yung khen phale of kian sake. So for example, A, basket of mangoes is something. The mango sakiti vanga. Why do we use is? Because the subject is basket. The preposition of masanga umpen has subject ita jo. So the subject to verb yung ki match the a basket is. So of subject is introduced by of. So it should be option C, the core part of artificial intelligence. 19. I was astonished. I was shocked to know the truth. Which one is a synonym of shocked? I was sickened. Kidak, disgusted. I was sickened. I was disgusted. I was stunned. Stunned is shocked. I was blindsided, unaware, taken by surprise. Awesome. I was awesome. To know the truth, I was astonished. I was shocked. So it'd be I was stunned. 20. Wrong spelling. Thousands of years ago, the great masters of Ayurveda notably, it should be B, notably. 21. The sons of the old farmer fell off after their father breathed his last in the village. Sons of the old farmer fell off after their father breathed his last. So fell off means simply to fall down. He fell off the horse. He fell off the tree. Farmer pa chate he unke tha apa thi pheta ma unke tha kite to khoya pata unke tha hello. So that means what it is trying to say is the sons are arguing. So argument, arguing, fighting, no longer talking. The correct term is fall. The sons of the old farmer fell dead after their farmer. So this should be replaced by fell out. Fall out. Fall out is the kina kisol kitok talo. So the apati petaha chate kitok talo. So it should be fell off and fell out. Phrasal verb it is phrasal verb kite. Fell off this kipuk mun khata pata hong ketha. Fall out. Falling out like it. Kitok talo. 22. She is feeling under the weather. Under the weather is simply somebody who is sick. See, option A. She is feeling happy. She is not feeling well. She is feeling adventurous. She is feeling worried. So it should be she is feeling. She is not feeling well or is a bit sick. Option B. 23. Grammar. Had you been working regularly, you had completed the project yesterday. So in the previous set also we have seen this one. Had you been working is the same as if you had been working regularly. So if you had been, had you been, like had you been, like it. So this one is obviously the third conditional. So if you remember the third conditional if subject plus had plus V3 comma subject plus either you can use would, could or might plus have plus V3 the third conditional format. So if you had been, had you been working regularly, after that subject is you had you would have completed. You would have completed. So you had completed. So this would be option A. You would have completed. So this is also part of conditional sentences, the third conditional. 24. Antonym, the teacher praised the student for his diligent. Diligent is the pala ngai hok. Anasep ngai hok, hard worker who also is careful about his work, who cares about what he does. So opposite of diligent, persistent, squander. Squander is the pala make mistakes or lose an opportunity. Uh, diligent, very happy ngai hok. So the opposite of diligent will be lazy. Ngai hok lo thada. 25. Biting the bullet. If you bite the bullet, tilkhat abol lo sa sa ball ngade. Mechang apeta au lo sa sa abol. To face a difficult situation, to eat something unpleasant, to help someone achieve their goal, to avoid the situation. So it should be face a difficult situation. I will strive to win the race. Synonym of strive. I will strive. I will try. I'll do my best. Assume. I'll think. Trouble. Attempt or support. So it should be attempt. The baby smiled and laughed at the peekaboo game. The correct spelling of peekaboo. 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 So it should be B. Peekaboo. 28. Through thick and thin. Through thick and thin. So that means supporting somebody even if the times are good or even if the times are rough or difficult. Mi ahak sa laile panpi, anop laile umpi. So B. Always supporting someone even if there are problems or difficulties. So it's a very, very common idiom. The 9. At the last hour. What is the term for at the last hour? Avaigate. Thei pena ball. Ahun ki khel ding tawanga ball. Last na penang ball. At the 11th, at the half, at the 6th, at the 12th. 12th le jo ki khel hete daya should be at the 11th hour, at the very last minute. 30. Efface. Efface iti pale thilhat kizik. Written words or written things that have become less intense or that have been erased. So efface iti pale erase a writing, especially by natural reasons like rain. Goa zugze ka painting ho cheng ilo labanga chil kizik cheng hung mang te ha erase. Effacing. Efface can also mean disguise. Imai ki chase mine head lo nga. So this is mostly about erasing a written thing. So makeup, almost makeup to disguise it. So disguise it to digdinga. Efface. Amai sale. Mina hello radinga amai chase makeup tila chu aho ina dinga ita. Daily destroy or hidden. So erase. Chila omsa kisumang tila chu destroy tong kibangtin. So C. 31. Beat around the bush, avoiding the main problem. So it should be option C. Avoid talking about what is important. 32. A vicious cycle. Vicious is very aggressive till no backlow. A vicious cycle. Till hat haksa a process ha no backlow. That honki pankit vicious cycle. Let's see option A. A situation in which one problem causes another one, making the first one easy. B. A situation in which several problems merge and become one extremely complex. Merge to collect. A situation in which one problem creates another one, making the original problem easy to forget. Almost same as this first one. D. A situation in which one problem causes another one, making the original problem impossible to solve. What is a vicious cycle? A vicious cycle is tilkhat jeka tildangom adangom zel problem ki panjel, a continuous problem. So option A it says making the first one easy to solve. Easy lo bang bam lo. A situation in which several problems merge and become one. Hong ki kom hom. A vicious cycle to again gola problem khat jeka adang home gel takha chi to gel jeka cycle ita. So it should be a situation in which one problem causes another one, making the original problem impossible to solve. Bon ata he chi zomzel ki solve hengelo. So it should be option D, unsolvable problem. 33, antonym of suspend. So suspend means put a stop to something. So suspend for something that is no longer moving on, but it can move on in the future. Not actually terminate. Terminate it to completely stop. Extend. Akit sa inunga mo after it has stopped. Akit sa inunga habbe extend. So suspend is put a stop to something. So if you put a stop to something, you will resume it. So it should be opposite of suspend. Resume. Sunzom kit. 34. Before she began, she asked the teacher whether she write with a pen or pencil. Before she began, this is past tense. She asked the teacher whether she write. Anyway, we cannot say she write because she is singular. Present tense also she writes. Past tense also she wrote. Did le chuki mang the ajek cho did imat phale base form in zuizal de. So she did write. Jakhale past tense itho. Whether she did write or present tense is equal she does write. So she write with hello. She before she began, she asked the teacher whether she write with a pen or a pencil. Whether she should write, she can write, she did write, she wrote. Akipat nung hilatso hoglaw dingaya. Akit sa inunga ka bangana zika ti adot hello ito. Akipat masanga ka bangin ka zikdi ti adot ito. So this is about permission. Before she began, azik pat masanga ka at teacher ko maka adot ito. She write with a pen or a pencil. That means she wrote. Option B, D to C hakibangita. She wrote is the same as she did write. Anya past tense gel. But she has not even started here. Before she began, akipat masanga dote cho. Ale bangin kazik de ti ita cho. She should write or she can write. Anyway, we cannot select C or D because they're the same thing. She should write, she can write. So this one is began, which is past tense. So we cannot use can here. Can past tense could kimang de. She could write. So can hakimang tilo. So option A, she should write. 35, wrong spelling. Existentialism, pluckiness, assimilation, accumulation. So obviously this will be existentialism, EXIS. The best of both worlds. I am living the best of both worlds. A benefit muvek. Do a perfectly good job, stay strong. Everyone gets a chance. Good in every way. So to get the best of both worlds, so a benefit chang mo. A benefit chang mo. So good in every way. 37. I had done my cooking when Vishu came to see me. I had done. Japan past perfect. Subject plus had plus V3. I had done. So past perfect kiti. I had done my cooking when Vishnu came. So Vishnu ha subject kita. Came ha V2. Subject plus V2. Vishnu came to see me. So this is called past perfect. Let's write down first. Vishnu subject came past tense. The penny past perfect. Penny past simple. So which one will come first? Past perfect or past simple? Past perfect iti phale an action completed before the past simple. So past perfect iti so masanga na umpen ha. So let's see. I had done my cooking when Vishnu came to see me. Ama ahong aha ken zia na chaiman ta. So zikha past perfect iti zikha past simple iti. I had done my cooking when. So this is talking about timing when Vishnu came to see me. So Vishnu ahung ahaken ananahon manta. So past perfect, past simple. So this is completely correct. We'll select no error here. Option A, past perfect question. 38. The boys seem irresponsibly in insouciant about bullying the juniors. Insouciant about bullying the juniors. The boys seem irresponsibly insouciant about bullying the juniors. A junior te ka abuliwa mo asoy sawa hilale irresponsibly insouciant hoksak nilo, having a very careless attitude. Hoksak nilo mi abuliwa hilale mga hoksak nilo. So this is like somebody who is very casual attitude. Mi asoy sakzo nungale hoksalaw dewa casual, very very casual. Negative lam pangita so insouciant phale hapya negative hoksak na beya tho na lai mi suboya. So let's see which one is the correct spelling. Souciant. So it should be option D, insouciant. CIANT. The CIE kita the E law the A. Insouciant. Very very casual. 39, wrong spelling. Mount Vesuvius is a volcano that erupts. So erupts. 40, the artist's abstract painting was enigmatic to the viewers. Enigma iti pala something which is difficult or almost impossible to read or to understand. Hidden meaning. Encrypt ita, so enigmatic, very difficult to understand. So which one is the opposite of difficult to understand? Thrilling, instigate. So metil say instigate, encourage someone to do something bad. Mysterious, this is the synonym. Meaning ki bangchat de. Enigma, difficult to understand. Mysterious. So opposite of enigmatic should be very clear. Apparent. 41. Okay, passage. Childhood is an important phase in a person's life. Children are free from worries, tensions, and stresses, so they lead a very life. If they are free from tension, if they are free from worries and stresses, so they lead a what kind of life? Carefree, careful, cautious, or stressful. So it says stress-free, so without any tension, cautious. Careful, this should be carefree life. This is the only reason they create golden and beautiful memories during this period, which are dashed in their adulthood, which are blocked, which are dumped, which are cherished, which are neglected. So ane ulaya memories yemte kha adulthood ang lut phatole hongai na seko tole cherishing the memories. 3. It is the responsibility of parents and guardians to shape the future of a child, as he is very dash and can drift in any direction. As he is very mature, innocent, crafty, guilty. Crafty tipal so skilled lampang, and can drift in any direction. Achi na kha munchom choma chi the je ka kha napang te kha banga napang te kha innocent can drift in any direction. If they have made any mistake, we should dash them instead of misbehaving with them. Instead of misbehaving. So, if they have made any mistake, we should do what? Instead of misbehaving, rectify, correct the mistake. We should rectify them. We should correct them. However, how we have behaved with them will be dashed on their minds, which will reflect in later stages. So will be what? Will be colored in their mind, published or imprinted or bleached. So it should be imprinted. Along thima umdende. Then 46 to 50, this will be the longer passage. So let's read the passage very carefully. Okay, take your time to read the passage. So because in this kind of question, they will ask you tone, they will ask you title. What is the most appropriate title? Title head anything also a passage ka hoy do head chititing. So let's take some time here. Have you ever taken the time to stop and consider the dirt under your feet? Kyang noy anin ha nang ito hawo. Da Vinci said, we know more about the movement of celestial bodies, these are stars, moons, planets, than about the soil underfoot. Planets, ay lola thapi, lola aksi ho ki hetam zo, ikenga lay sanga ho planets ho chungchang ki hetam zo. Yet, our very survival as humans and life on this planet is intimately linked with the health of a thin layer of soil enveloping the earth. Soil provides society with essential food, feed, fiber, and raw materials, as well as being home to a quarter of the Earth's biodiversity. Soils are also the largest organic carbon reservoir on Earth and, although highly dynamic, are very fragile. Chop a forest down and it might grow back in 50 years, but lose 10 centimeters of soil and get ready to wait 1,000 years. Lehi 10 centimeter chok lai suk mga le kum sang khatwal mukina ding alut. Without soil, our planet would be unrecognizable to us and more like the barren and inhospitable surfaces of the moon or Mars. Until recently, we do not even know how deep the soil is below our feet. Like the best mysteries, a bit of digging is required for soils to be fully understood and for their history to be laid bare. Laid bare, that's naked. When they are visible, a range of questions arise. What does the variation in color and with depth mean? How much carbon is stored? Is the soil dense or light, damaged or healthy? Answering this question is important but presents a significant challenge and may require years of training. So the passage is more about soils, how important soils are. Soil lay hoy suk mga le amu kidan haksad dan azole planet ading apoy mo dan okay cho. 46. What is the tone of the speaker? Dogmatic, alarming, sarcastic, or derisive? Derisive iti pala contempt, mock lampang, hate lampang, muda de thilam muda again. Dahil so amuda na lampang magigen lawe derisive law de, sarcastic, eng pao lelo. Alarming or dogmatic? Dogmatic, dogma. Di pala mga ipawa bang tagen de o dogma igin chak sa thil aum sa dinga ging cha adik dinga igin chak sa te dogma. So this is mostly about teaching method. So ito teaching lampang le ito lo facts lampang ito. So hilale soil apoy mo dan no azole soil hay suk mga le kumsang khat lam lut kit ibu na dinga soil kile i planet we inhospitable surface hungsok ding chen theina lo hungsok ding tile. So the speaker here is a bit concerned about how important soil is. Lay kile bang tuding ti kapoy apoy mo. So the most appropriate one here is alarming, loud hong, afraid that soil is being ignored. Apoy mo dan ki hello intin dan like so hil khana te allow. So alarming. Next, then this 47. Select the most suitable word from the passage, which means difficult to stay or live in. Right? Without soil, our planet would be unrecognizable and more like the barren and inhospitable surfaces. Inhospitable. So difficult to stay or live. Inhospitable. Barren simply means not fertile. Mankind's survival, according to the passage, solely depends on what? Celestial bodies. Celestial bodies, the passage is not even about celestial bodies. Inventions like again law, reproduction like again law, it will be soil, most repeated theme. 49. How many years are required to renew the loss of 10 centimeters of soil? 1,000. D. Lastly, number 50. Identify the most suitable title. So without understanding the sentence, the concept properly, we cannot we attempt this kind of questions. Moon and Mars. So they are only mentioned once because they are inhospitable. So only mentioned once. My necessity of mining. Mining lampang hakiha again. Lo rekhat veito again. A bit of digging. Jakale a soil understanding nga. The uninhabitable universe. So this is not about the universe. The mysteries under man's feet. Under your feet. Mga man's feet. Soil. So this is mostly talking about how soil, the thing that is below our feet is important. So D, mysteries under man's feet.